Hi again, friends. It's Sharon from Mad Paper Crush here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little unboxing of the Your Creative Studio November subscription box. So you'll get to see all the contents that are in here. And then from all those contents, we're going to make these fun flip tags that you can put into your journal. So they have pockets that you can put tags in or put, other ephemera in, and they flip over a page in your journal. So you can put them right on top of a page in your journal. And we're going to make 2 different flip tags with the contents of the November subscription box from Your Creative Studio. You can reach Your Creative Studio on Instagram at Your Creative Studio or online at ycvstudio.com. So I hope you'll join me. Let's go. Okay, so this is the November box. So it is in December when I got it, but this is what was in the November box. So let's take a look here. So here's Your Creative Studio little card. I love those little cards. And then I'm going to see if I can pull this out. Kind of get it out of the way, and of course I pulled up some other papers, so we'll leave those on the bottom there. And let's take a look at what we got inside here. So I'm going to put that off to the side. And the last box that I received, I did get some cling stamps, and these are really cute. I think I may actually try to cut it open so that I don't tear the stamp there. Oh, that's cute. It's like a little, there's a deer there with a wig on and clothing. So little personified deer, very cute. And I'll see if I can do, this is washi tape. And this also has deer on it. I love that. That'll be real fun to use in collage and things like that. Very nice. I like that one. And let's see. This one, another cling stamp here. And this one looks like it's a family of deer there, maybe. Oh my goodness. It's not just one. There's 4 stamps. So there's one, looks like a fawn, a baby there. And then the other ones all have horns, different kinds, but that's, oh, for some reason I can't keep that on my hand. There we go. So those are 4 more cling stamps. Those are cute too. And then let's see what else we got here. Well, I'm going to just start opening things up here. So, oh, these are little note cards, and they look kind of like labels there. And it looks like there might be some different colors and different styles in here. So we gotta open that up and take a look. Because these packs sometimes, I mean, they're so much fun because, you see one thing on the front, but when you open it up, you realize it's all sorts of different things. So let's see. I don't know if I can get that off. I tore it nice and good. Okay, so these, oh, it's like a little notepad too, which is nice. You can just tear off what you want. And yes, there are different things. So there's the one that's on the front, and then it goes into just like a dotted note card, which is great. It's like for using for my planner or something like that. This would be perfect for that. And then this one is next. So this one does look like a little label there. Very cool. And then we have a lined one in the back. That's would also, all these would be really great for putting in my planner, using for different spots in my planner. And then let's see. Oh, this is a bookmark. Isn't that cute? Let's see if I have a journal or something close by, and we could take a look at this. See if I can get this out. Isn't that cute? And it's like a magnet, it looks like, too. So Well, that's what kind of a bookmark it is, I guess. So if this was your page, you could put your bookmark on just like that. That's very cute. I think we have a deer theme going for this month. Okay, let's see. This is, I'm not sure what. Oh, stickers. Ooh, and a bunch of different stickers. So let's see. These just have numbers on them. I like that. And then these look like tickets. I love tickets. Ooh, a lot of these are tickets. Ice coupons. These are great. These would be really fun to use in just about any, that's cute, transportation ticket, railroad tickets, in your collage or decorating your ephemera or whatever. All this stuff is really nice. I'm just trying to put them in order. Disneyland, isn't that cute? Santa Fe and Disneyland Railroad. Oops. And then some of these, I think these are like bus tickets and things like that. There's a bunch of different kinds in here. That's really nice. There's a lot of Disneyland ones in here, surprisingly. The original ride. That's cute too. My mom had one of these when I was growing up, a bus like that, a VW bus. All right, those are really cute. And then we have some clear stickers. I don't know if you can see these. Let me just grab a piece of paper. I don't know if that can, it's not helping. See if you can see it on here a little better. So clear leaf stickers. Those are really cute. They look like they have shades of green and brown in them. They're really pretty. What else do we have here? Sticky notes. And this looks like a little sticky note pad, I'm assuming. So yes, I'm not going to pull one off, but you can kind of see it has sticky note stuff on it there. And that's really cool because you could still, you know, use this in your journal for decoration or something too. I like that. Or even, you know, cut it out around something else to put it on a note card or something like that. And this is another cling stamp. This one looks like a really big one. It is. Another deer. Very cute. Could be perfect for doing some animal theme journals. What do we got here? This is, I don't know what. Let's see. Looks like botanicals of some sort, but I'm not sure what they are. Ooh, oh, they're stickers, I think. So, yes. You can just peel them off, and they're like on like a vellum. This is it's a matte paper. You know, it doesn't feel shiny. The back is shiny that the backing's on, but those are really cool. It looks like there's a bunch of different pages too. Definitely use those for a lot of things. All right, let's keep going. This looks like tags. I can find the opening. And I think it looks like these are all the same, but I'm just going to take them out to see for sure. And they're all the same. They're cute. And they have a little punch out in the top there. That's adorable. Okay. And what do we got here? These are more stickers. I do like ephemera, little things like this to come in stickers because boy, does that make it easy to use them. You just, you know, peel off the back and stick it on whatever you're working on. I think that's great. And these are, looks like a lot of animal stamps. Belarus, Australia, Christmas Island. I think I said that one before. I don't know about this one. I'm not sure I recognize that language. I'd have to look at it a little. Antarctica. This one looks like Russian. Ooh, and this one even has a postmark on it there. Canceled stamp, that's the word I'm thinking of. Vietnam. Oh, these are really cute. So I just want to see if they, it said stickers, and yep, they definitely are, but they're opaque stickers. Sometimes, you know, they could be see-through. But I like those a lot. That's cool. And even this is neat. Look at that. You could definitely use that on a journal or something too, as an ex libris or something. Don't want to waste anything. All right. A couple more things here. I'm just going to grab the rest of this out of here. And this looks like just a little page of stickers. Once again, there's a deer theme. That one kind of looks like a reindeer. And maybe an elk. I don't know all the different deer for sure, but that's very cool looking. Very pretty. And I'm assuming these are stickers too. Yep. They come right off. And then it looks like some little background papers. And there's really pretty. I love the feel of these. They're like sort of a vellum feel, but they have such pretty prints on them. Very grungy and old there. There's that one. I like that one a lot. And more deer. Very nice. So that is everything that's included in the box. Now let's get to our project. All right, let's see what we can make using some of the things from the November Your Creative Studio box. So first I just pulled out I pulled out a lot of the stuff, but I pulled out some of the stuff that I thought might be fun to try to play with. And I love the theme of the deer. I think this would make like a great woodland journal or something like that. So I thought maybe we'd make some tags or some flip tags or something that might go into a journal. So the first thing I want to do is with these papers, I love that they're a little bit see-through. I grabbed some book pages, and when you put these over top, I think they look really cool. So I think I'm going to do some of that. But first I'm going to cut these down. So these are like 6 by 6 squares. So I'm going to cut them down because then I can, you know, get two for the price of one kind of thing here. And maybe I'll do this one too, just so I have a couple to work with, to play with. So, and I'll maybe hold off on this one for now. Let me just put that over there. Okay, so here are my tags. And yeah, I really love the way it looks with these on there. So let me I'm going to grab this one because I love the deer on there. And there's honestly probably not too much more that I would have to do on this if I didn't want to. But of course we can't finish that way. So let me see here. Let me just move these aside. And then I'm going to glue this down. I think I'm just going to try and do it with my glue stick, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to grab my little gluing pad here. And I need to make sure which side is the right side since it's see-through. Whoa. Let's see. I might need to grab a couple more pieces of paper. I'm just trying to find a spot that has the most writing, so where the paragraphs aren't real chopped off or whatever there. And I love the way that's looking already. I folded it a little. All right, so I have a couple more pages here, so let me go ahead and put a couple more of these on. So once again, I'm just going to try to check and see what's my front and back. Hopefully I have that sorted. I'm going to see if I can not let it flip up this time. I think maybe I need a new glue pad. This one I've used so many times. It's folded over on itself and everything. Okay. And I'm just trying to line it up with the edge of the book page, because I think that looks nice. And then I could possibly use that for something else if I wanted to. All right, and let's do one more. I think I might use this one because it's a little bit plain, although this one, you know, would certainly end up matching, but it might be fun to do another tag with something a little different on that one. So let me grab one more piece of paper, find my correct side here. And right now I'm just kind of creating a base, and maybe what I'll do, because I think if I want to do like a flip tag, I might need 4. So I'm going to go ahead and do this other one too while I kind of have some stuff here and ready to go. Let's do that. Don't waste it if we have it out, right? Got a big glop of glue on there. Okay. And actually, let me just check. I think I might like this side better. I don't know why. It's not like most of it's not gonna probably get covered up here. Okay, so that also not only, you know, makes these pages look really interesting, it also creates a nice base for them for me. So I'm going to grab my craft knife here, and we will cut these out. Just because most of the time on these older book pages, if I use my cutter, the page gets wrinkled. You know, it cuts kind of and wrinkles up. And we don't want that. So I'm going to go through and just cut all 4 of these, and then we'll continue. Okay, I have them all cut out, and I just went into my scrap bin and grabbed a bunch of plain scraps to use for the backs of these. So I thought it would be fun to make the insides, you know, a place where you could journal. So I decided that I kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit and just put different, you know, different random pieces. So I'm probably going to, like, you know, tear them up a little bit and just kind of make like a Franken back here. And I'm just going to glue everything down. And then I probably will go back in and sew around everything so that it holds everything down. But I like the idea of kind of having these backs just be a mishmash of, you know, different papers and things like that. So all I'm going to do is just, like I said, I'm going to tear things up, and I'm just going to put them down wherever it kind of looks good to me. And then I'm going to come back, and then we'll sew around the outside. So I'm going to use my glue stick again for this. So maybe I'll start one here. And I wanted to try and find something that would cover up the words, if not completely, then mostly. So these papers are just a teeny bit see-through, but that's okay. And I even don't mind if there's, you know, things on the edge here that show, because you're not going to write probably all the way up to the edge of something anyway. So I'm just going to kind of find where things look good. I'm going to add these papers on in a very random fashion, but I kind of love the way that looks, to kind of be looks like it's, you know, collaged together, kind of masterboard style maybe, or something. So let's see, I'll put this here. I need another one of these, maybe down here. And if anything goes over, I'll probably just snip it off. So like these little edges here, I'll probably just cut off when I'm done. But I'm gonna kind of try to get the whole thing together first here. That's almost not big enough, but let's see. kind of like that one there, even though there's a little spot there, but I can cover that with something else. So I'm leaving some straight edges, some not so straight. And I think for that last little bit, I may just find a little piece. And add that in. Now I want to be sure those middle pieces, if they're not touching an edge, they're going to need to have, you know, enough glue to be sure that they stay down here. And I think I'm even going to leave this open because when I stitch around them, a lot of that'll be taken up anyway and you won't have to worry about it. So I decided that these two are going to go together as my flip card or my flip tag. So I'm going to take the pieces that were together originally to make them match when we go together. So so these two are going to go together and these two are going to go together. And I'm just going to cover the backs of all three of these, and then we'll come back and do the fronts and the pockets, and we'll have it all ready to go. Okay, I have all of my backs covered, and I decided that this would be a good opportunity because I did leave, you know, some of the letters showing in different places, but I thought it would be fun maybe to use some of the washi tape on there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a couple pieces, and because washi tape doesn't always stick as good as we want it to, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back of the washi tape before I put it down. So I'm going to just add it to maybe some of the places where some of the words were showing, just to add a little bit more of my theme in here into the back. So I don't necessarily feel like I need to cover everything, but I'm going to put a couple of pieces on. And even like on these where there isn't too many words showing, I may still just go ahead and add a couple pieces to create you know, a sort of matching a theme throughout there. So I love how that looks. I think that's so cute. And then let's see, maybe I'll add one or two more here. Maybe I'll just add a couple of small ones. And I like that this, it goes up and down, which, you know, so you have to, you know, watch if you want it to look right side up. But I like how in between each image, there's like book page. So it kind of looks like there's a, you know, a break. So it's easy to tear off sort of an entire scene in here. So like I tore off this little guy and didn't have to worry about, you know, messing up something else. So I'm just gonna put these on here. And maybe I'll put him half and half here. And now my sewing will probably hit some of this, but that's okay too. You'll still be able to see it. So I love how that looks. So we used some of that. And the other thing I was thinking as I went back, I realized this would have been some perfect paper to use for putting down across the back too. So it's thin, which, you know, is totally fine. I don't know how see-through it was because I realized it after I'd put it down, but I thought this would be something else that if you didn't have something, you could use something right in the box there. So, okay, so now I'm just going to make sure I don't have any ends that I need to trim off on these. And a couple little pieces here and there, not too many. Ooh. This one, I think I missed some of the book page. Okay. All right, so now let's move on to the fronts. So I'm going to, whoops, I missed that there. Okay, I'm going to add, so like for this one, it's pretty much, you know, pretty well done here, but I could add a couple of other things here. So I was thinking some postage might be fun, or maybe in this little box here, these stickers, put my glue back together. I thought it might be fun to look through what we have in here that might go along with our theme or close to our theme or something like that. And that's kind of big, so I might not use that one. I think a sideways one might be better here, something like that. And maybe even I could cut this off. So that's an option there. And let me open up these too. Okay, I was going to open these up here and see what we have. And actually, I think I like these better because they definitely follow the theme of kind of woodland here. These have a lot of different animals on them. So I'm going to grab a couple of the birds out. Maybe that little owl, he's fun. That one's cute. And then there's some other animals in here too that we might be able to use. Let's start with that. And I like the contrast of this one or this one. Actually, I think I like this one. Something like that. And then I think I feel like it needs something else. So I'm trying to think what else I might put on here. Maybe a little label or something. And I was thinking I could use one of these because there's a lot of label shapes in here. But these are really big for this size. So I'm not sure that's going to work out for what I want to do there. So I think I may jump into the either my ephemera book here. I got all kinds of goodies in here we could maybe choose from. Maybe I could find another label in here that might work. Ooh, maybe. Let's see. These are kind of big too. And they're blue. I was going to say I like this green one, but it's definitely too big as well. So let me look. I might be able to use, oh, here's some other green ones, but they look like they might be big too. Yep. And I could use this one, would probably fit, but because these are so close in size and shape, I'm not sure that's definitely not gonna work for me. So I think I might grab, I have some labels from the September box. From your creative studio. And I think, look at that, there's a green one in here. And that definitely fits much better. So I could do something like this and we'd have a nice fitting little collage there for the front of that one. So before I do that though, I am going to just grab my distress ink. Since this is so bright white, I'm just going to kind of try to tone that down a little bit by adding a little distress to that before I put that down. And definitely the great thing about this is that these are stickers and it makes it easier to put them down as long as you can get the back off. And I think I'm going to put this down first. I'm going to give myself a little room at the top for how we're going to bind these together. And then I'm going to put this one, which is also a sticker. Actually, this one, I may see if I can just add a little distress around the edges. I probably should have done this before I took the back off, but I didn't. And then we're going to add this a little bit on top, just like that. So I think that's perfect. Now that's the front cover of one. This one we're going to add a pocket to, but I'm going to do that after I do sort of the front cover of the other one. So I'm going to make sure these words are right side up. Let's work on this one. So I want to do the front of one of these. And since this one, you know, doesn't have the nice decoration here, I have to add something to it. So I could use just something like this. Or I was thinking maybe I might use some of the stamps that I got. But I will say I tried to use one of the stamps, and the when you took off, like, these have a hard plastic cover on them, and you can take that hard plastic cover off to make it like a cling stamp, but this was so sticky that my acrylic block pulled it right off. So I'm a little nervous to use them. So you can see I kind of destroyed the back of this one. Now the stamp part is still usable, but I don't think it's going to go on my acrylic blocks anymore, because it stuck to it so badly that I had to kind of shave it off. So I'm going to try something else with another one of these little ones, and maybe I'll do, I don't know, it doesn't really matter which one I do, but I'm going to try and see if I can get the plastic off of one of these other ones. And then before I put it down on my acrylic, I think I'm just going to like put it against either my skin or maybe something, you know, to pull off some of that stickiness, because I don't want it to be too sticky. All right, maybe we'll just grab one of these and we'll try it again. I don't know. I hope it works. We'll see. All right. Hopefully it's not too sticky now. We'll try again. And of course now it probably won't stick at all. So I'm going to try and add a little water maybe. See if I can bring some of the sticky back to make it clingy. And I'm not sure that's going to work either. All right, that might work. Let's see. Let's try. I'm just going to use this little bit of scrap paper here. It's not sticking great, but actually it did okay. I'm just using my distress ink here as a little test. And that worked good. So maybe that's the key. And I have to see, yep, and that came off okay. So that makes me feel better, because the first one really was way too sticky when I pulled that off. So let's see if we can try it with one of the bigger ones now. So I'm going to try this guy because I think it's fun. Although he would look pretty cool on there too. And I was thinking it would be neat to stamp it on some book page here and kind of not fussy cut it, but tear it all the way around to kind of make it, you know, stand out there. And then I could even maybe add some of these leaves in. That might be fun too. So let me decide here. I don't know, this one's kind of fun with the wig and stuff on. So let's try this one first. Let's just see what happens. So let me see. I'm gonna pull this off, and then once again, this is so sticky it makes me nervous to put it down. So I'm gonna try and get some of that sticky off before I put it on my acrylic block. All right. Hopefully, yep, now it won't stick at all. All right, let me see. Unless maybe I didn't get it all off or something. But it seems like this label probably shouldn't come off. I think that if I try to tear two more, it's going to tear into the stamp. All right, so I'm just putting it against my leg here, and I'm wearing, like, I don't know, yoga pants, leggings, whatever you want to call these things. All right, so that's definitely taking some of the sticky off, but once again, I'm going to add a little water because I want it to cling. Oh, and now if you look at this, maybe that is kind of an adhesive that's coming off. That might be a good thing. I don't think it's taking the picture off. I think it's just taking that extra adhesive off, hopefully. All right, let me see. Try dry this off a little. That might be all this needed. No, I don't know. Ooh, makes me nervous. All right, I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me find, I think I want to use, I don't know if I want to use black or maybe a contrasting color. This plum might be fun against there, but you know what? I think I'm going to use the sepia because that's closer to kind of, you know, the colors in the deer and stuff. All right, so let's see how this does. Okay. Hopefully I got that covered, but I'll do it kind of in a corner so we can tear around it if we need to, or we can do another one. I'm just pressing firmly. And that came out really cute, but it's hard to see because of the words. So, and now, yep, this is what I was afraid of. So now it is sticking so much to my block. It did come off though, which is good. So I'm gonna just leave this. He kind of makes me not want to do it again because I don't know why it's doing that. So maybe let's do this. Let's try and do this guy, but we're gonna leave that plastic coating on. And I think this one might show up a little bit better because it's plainer. Like this one had a lot of detail, which, like I said, it looks neat, but it's just kind of hard to see it because of the words there. So I think I'm going to try this color again, and hopefully I can stamp this big one using just my hands here. And if this doesn't work, then we'll go to plan B. Okay, let's try this one right here. Hopefully I won't drop it. Okay, and hopefully I didn't move that around. Ooh, yeah, I think that one looks better. You can see that one a lot better. I like it. Okay, good. And I like the brown tones on that. So I'm just going to tear around it, and then we'll tear it down as we see, you know, how small we need it. I'm just going to kind of start with something here. Now, which one? I think I wanted this one. This one's a little bit darker than this one, and so I thought that would be a better front piece. Actually, this looks good. So let's see. Yeah, actually, I really like that. I like the way that looks there. Actually, we could keep this guy. Maybe we can end up putting him somewhere too. But I thought it would be fun maybe to add some of these little ferns in. And so I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to glue this down. Now, because this is kind of a, it feels less porous than like book page or something, I think I'm going to use a different glue. I think I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue instead of my glue stick on this because I'm afraid it's not going to stick down all the way. And hopefully this will keep it stuck for me. And I think I probably should have distressed it beforehand, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to keep this pretty high up, I think. And maybe I'll just try and add a little bit of distress to the edges. So I'll just kind of hold it up. Seems to be working okay. Yeah. Okay. So now Make sure this is glued down. And then I think I'm going to see what I can pull out here, maybe a couple little pieces that might look cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna, look at that, you can put it right on top of here to really see what this might do. So I think I'm going to take this one that kind of curves that way and put it up in that corner. I can get it off. There we go. And then I like that, the fern look there. And then maybe I'll take this really big one and put that here on the bottom. Yes. And I think I'm going to add another stamp just to kind of keep everything pulled together. And I do like that one. Actually, I might like that one the best because of the contrast. So this is very, you know, creamy color, and these are kind of that same color. So having something as a little bit of a contrast, I think works better. And now this one I'm not putting a label on, but I don't think it needs it. So I think this is just enough there. And hopefully, okay. I'm just going to put that nice and straight, just like that. Okay, so now I have my two fronts done, and I need to work on the two backside of the flip. And these I want to be pockets. So I'm going to just move some of this stuff. I'm probably going to use some more of it, but oh, I pulled out some scrapbook paper, some scrapbook paper that I had lying around, and I thought I would use that as my pockets. And I thought this one looked really nice with this background, and this one looked really nice with this background. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to measure, you know, the width here, make sure I have a good width, and then I'm going to do the same thing here, deciding which side I might want this to go on. And then we'll cut these down. Let me make sure, see if they look the same. They are not. So I will cut them one at a time, because that'd be my luck. I'd cut one and it would be too short. That's that one. And this one. And then I think I'm going to put, I'm just going to put this aside. I might use that again. I'm going to put a little notch in these. So let me see how wide they are. They're not quite 3 inches. So try and center that a little bit. And this time I'll remember to distress. So let's add a little here. And now these pockets, since I'm going to sew around the whole thing, I really don't need to glue them down. I can, oops, that one goes on this one. I can actually wait to put them on and just sew them right in when I sew around the outsides of everything. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I do want to add a little bit of decoration to this. So I think on this one, so I'm going to put these kind of here so we can see, you know, we can kind of have them match just a little bit. And we can decide maybe to put something to help keep the theme going. So I'm going to put this here. And then I think it might be fun to do one of these stamps. Now, I am a little nervous about doing them, but I think what I'm going to do is not take the cover off. And we'll try to do another one that I can, let me see if I have some scrappy paper here. I'm sure I have a piece somewhere. Okay, something like this that I'm going to kind of tear around it. Let me see here. I'm just trying to decide if, maybe I want more than one stamp on here. I did like this guy, this stamp that kind of got wrecked. Let me see what other ones there are. Actually, that might be fun. And maybe I don't even need to put it on paper. Maybe I can just put them right on there. And I think I like the way that looks. But let me just decide if maybe there's a little fern, and there is. Maybe I can put a little fern up here too. So we'll put a little fern here. And then we will try to stamp these two like that. So let me get my sepia back out. And I don't know what's going to be the easiest way to do this. Oop. Not like that. I think I need to hold it. I hope I have the whole thing covered here. All right. Let's give this a go. And once again, hopefully I will not drop it. Ooh, I like the way that one turned out. Very nice. And then we can do this one maybe down a little bit lower right here. But we'll do the same color. Hopefully, once again, I can get this. All right. That one right here. It was a little sideways, but I like him anyway. I really like the way that turned out. So that can go right like that. And then this one, let's see what else we could do here. Actually, this one, I may use these stickers for this one. That might be fun. Let's see. I kind of need something a little bit small, but this one might work here. And let me see how see-through they are. Doesn't look like they're very see-through. I was just worried because it might get too busy in here, but I think this is going to be okay. Yeah, it's a little bit see-through in certain spots, but not too bad. And then maybe I will add another stamp to this one. See if we can find something we like here. Kind of like that one. Ooh, this one's kind of nice though. It's just sort of a lake scene. I don't really think the penguins go. This guy's adorable. Definitely a woodland creature here. Like him too. Kitty cats. Tigers might want to eat the deer, so we'll leave him out of there. Peacock. I don't know. I think I like one of these. Let's see. I think this one, I really like this one, but it's a little blue for this color scheme I have going on there. So I'm not sure I want to do that one. I think I like this guy. But I feel like something needs to be broken up in here as well. So let's see, maybe. Actually, I think I might try to just kind of fussy cut him out. What do you think about that? That sounds crazy. I'm just going to do a little bit here, because then I can maybe add him to a little piece of book page, and that'll definitely keep the theme going here that I got going. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's see. We can use this, or maybe I could use the back to get something a little longer. Okay, let's see. Before I put him down, I do want to be sure like I have the size and everything that I want. That's too big. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. Let's do a little distress. And I'm even going to distress my sticker here. There, we'll put him on here. I think I'll use this glue again, just to be on the safe side. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go sew around each one of these separately. I think what I'm going to do to put them together, although I'm not sure I have enough. This may not be wide enough. I was going to use a piece of fabric to just hold them together at the top so that this would fold over the top of a journal page. So it makes like a little bookmark, and it has a place for you to keep stuff in. And it has a little label for your, if you want to journal something specific on there. I like that too. So to do my sewing, I love these little sewing clips here. So I'm just going to grab a couple of those, and what I'll do is I'll take my pocket and I'll put it right where I want it. And I'm going to put this on here so that I can start sewing either on this side or at the bottom, and it'll hold it in place so that by the time I get around to this side, I can take it off and not have to worry about it being in the right place, the place where I want it. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. And then I'm just going to go sew around all 4 of these, and we'll come back and we'll put them together and make them into flips. Okay, I have them all sewn. I love the way they are looking here. And now I'm going to make them into flips. So what I want to do that, I did go find some other scrap fabric that I have, and this is just kind of a light brown color, but I think it works perfectly with the color scheme that I have going here for my little woodland ephemera here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together the way I want them to flip. So I want this to go over a book page like this, so that, you know, it folds up like this so you can write on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it to the side, but just how I want it. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my little fabric strip here, and I'm going to add some glue just right on the edge here of the inside. Like that. And then we'll add this. I think I'm going to add this side first, because I want to be sure I'm not covering up too much of my deer there. And then I'm going to fold this back, because you only need maybe 1/8 of an inch or so in between for the fold. And then we'll put that side down. And so then we have this little cute little flip here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Put it together so I know I have it the right way. And you could do this, you could do the fabric on the outside actually too if you wanted to. Maybe I'll do that for this one just to see what it would look like. But I think I'm going to, because this fabric is kind of light, this time when I put my glue on, I'm going to smooth it out a little bit so that hopefully it doesn't show through too much when it dries. So I'm just going to take my finger and smooth out those lines of glue that I made. Put my two together right kind of where I want them, and then carefully put this on so as not to move it around too much. And it's the glue's coming through a little bit, but I think it'll be fine once it dries. We could also add some stamping to that too. And I like that, the way that looks too, that you can see the fabric on the outside. And you could even double it up too. You could put another piece in here if you wanted to. But this, with this glue, this should hold just fine. So if I grab I have my little journal here that I use for different ideas and things like that. So I'm just going to find a page, an empty page here, and you can kind of get an idea of what this will do. So you can take this and put it right over your page, and then you have a cute little flip that you can open up and put a journal or, journal in. So, and then the other thing I wanted to do, because I realized that there were these cute little tags in the kit as well. So I'm just going to grab 2 of those. And I don't have any ribbon right now, but I just thought that these might work really well in our little pockets, which they do. Look at that. Let me move this. Whoops. So these match our theme, our little woodland theme here. And I have little tags that I can have in there. So once again, let me show you on a blank page. So let's grab this one, this little different one. And you just take your little flip tag here, and it would go right over like that. And it would stay in your journal, and then you would have another little pocket right up in here. And then this obviously is removable that you can write in. So that was fun. I hope you enjoyed creating these little flip tags and the flip through of the November Your Creative Studio box. Thank you so much for joining me for this short tutorial. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, friends. Bye-bye.